And we're back.
Yes!
Yes, we're here. We're doing Princes of the Apocalypse yet again, everyone. Oh, it has risen, and it is our D&D campaign.
We have risen.
We have risen. As usual, I am Ace, the GM. I am your friendly neighborhood game master. And as usual, we are running our Princes of the Apocalypse campaign with the lovely group of players known as Punishment. Why do we call ourselves Punishment?
Because we're constantly learning about what puns are.
Yeah, we've never fully understood what a pun is.
The definition changes literally every episode.
Yeah, literally any type of play on words or anything will suffice. But we make y'all make a new one every time. I shouldn't say we, you guys. I put it entirely on you to make up a pun every time. So did we decide what's our pun for this episode?
Dwayne.
I put one in the chat. That one?
Yep.
Does that work? Poetry?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. Like can't we be friends?
Like can't we be friends? Because last episode was all about poetry's lycanthropy. Oh, very exciting. Love that. Terrific. And let's go around and introduce our characters. Here we go. Oh, here's all your pictures. Look at everybody. What a lovely ragtag group. Starting with Gawain, the Kalashtar warlock. Tell us about Gawain.
Yeah, itty bitty, but not really itty bitty anymore. Gawain grew up raised by pirates, was apparently claimed by some sort of magical creature as a child. Nobody quite knows what it is yet. But yeah, made a deal with the Dream King to save his friends, and now he's this creepy little warlock child who's here to fuck shit up and get his brother's body back ASAP.
Hopefully. We'll see. And how tall is Gawain now? Because he has the mind of what, a 12-year-old or 13?
Mind of a 12-year-old, but the body of a 16-year-old.
That's right.
And I think he's like almost 6 foot now. He's like 5'10", 5'11".
Okay, very cool. Awesome. Very growing real quick.
Yeah.
Amazing. We will be joined shortly by Mako, the human variant bard. Esme, unfortunately, is not with us tonight due to illness. And we are also joined by Glarnock, the Minotaur fighter, a.k.a. Glarnock, the Mutilator. Give us a little bit about Glarnock.
Glarnock is a battle master who used to kill as a slave, basically. And he escaped a goblin king and his minions and fell in a portal and wound up bumping into this group of amazing people, and then realized that he wants a better life for himself. So he's on his way toward that.
Yeah, after being a part of the fire cult briefly.
Yes.
The Eternal Flame.
Yes.
Joined up with these folks, and now you're on a better path, we hope. Still as aggro as ever, but for a good reason now.
Yes.
We also have Poetry, the Tiefling Monk. Tell us about Poetry.
So Poetry grew up in a monastery, the way of the open hand. Trained his whole life to be a fighter, and now that he's out in the real world fighting along these people, he's feeling a little bit weird about it. But notably, has come down with lycanthropy and just turned into a werewolf the first time last episode, and instead of heeding the let's keep the party together that our wonderful game master has told us we should do, left trying to keep everyone safe. Apparently it was safest for Poetry to get the shit kicked out of him by his friends. And that's where we're at. A little confused, pretty tired.
Delightful.
What?
Yeah, not the most obvious solution, but certainly, yes, the safest, no doubt. It was just funny because I said it at the beginning of the session.
Right before I left.
Yeah, like I don't say it every time, but like it was the beginning of that session. I was like, you guys gotta stick together. And then like not 30 minutes later, you're like, I'm gonna go.
As quick as possible.
Yes, entirely on my own. Not just like with two other people, just me. So it was just extra funny for that reason. Terrific. That's poetry. Having just recently overcome your first lycanthropic change, and you realized, unlike most people, which I'm not even sure if you would know, you did have some semblance of consciousness and control while you were in your werewolf form. It was very exciting, and your friends had to beat the crap out of you, and then chain you to a tree, and continue beating you up until the morning.
He just punched me in my fluffy tail.
Exactly, over and over again until it was dawn. Terrific. I believe that's everyone. Let me see. Mako should be here soon. We hope. But I guess let's do a little recap. Who wants to recap? I think, Poetry and Glarnock, you're the only ones that can do it this time.
Yeah, I can try.
You do
I think
it.
I remember what was going on.
You deserve it.
I think basically the gist of it is that we were walking toward Rivergard Keep still, and Poetry was having feelings that he was about to change and things were happening. He was sneaking off and killing small animals in a gratuitous manner, and he confided with Mako, who said he's got my back, and he would hide the fact that I was having these urges, and was very, very much there for Poetry. And then as Poetry felt it getting stronger and stronger, he basically snuck off as quickly and efficiently as possible and ran. I think we had said it was like the lady from Twilight running through the woods, as fast as possible so nobody could catch up. But once the moon hit Poetry, he fully transformed and then kind of doubled back and almost started hunting, I think, the party, who then basically put the leashes on him and tied him to a tree, and everybody was okay in the end. Outside of that, I think that's what I remember happening, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the main thing that happened. Yeah, that was it was sort of, you guys going on the road, realizing that your change is coming, and talking to Mako about that, and talking to the other members of your party about that. And then before you pieced off on your own, and then them realizing that you left, trying to catch up with you, not being able to catch up with you because you're a monk and you're super fast. And then eventually it was actually, they were walking through the forest with a, I believe it's called a target lantern or a spotlight lantern. That was a big beam of light.
Bullseye lantern.
Bullseye lantern, that's right. Thank you. That was just lighting up the whole forest. And luckily, I behind the scenes, I was rolling to decide whether or not you would go after them or smell out some other nearby travelers or go after something else. But yeah, luckily you decided in your bestial werewolf form to go after your friends, hunt down that light source. This was the easiest thing to see and to track down. So you kind of doubled back, ran into them, and like you said, they beat you up, and everything turned out okay. And, Mako is with us. Thank you for joining us. Still getting set up, I believe, but they're here. What?
Did I suffer damage, or am I healed up now?
You're healed up now.
Okay, so, my sheet says I am. I wasn't sure.
Yeah. So you still got a good rest in, at a certain point. I think it totaled a full rest, we'll say, because a couple times you woke up in a werewolf form, but they knocked you out again, and it was a process, but you got through it and you got some rest, we'll say.
Very relaxing.
Exactly. I love to sleep while chained to a tree. And yeah, you guys approached Rivergard Keep, and the last thing that happened was you were speaking to one of the guards who are in this large tower here. And
he was being kind of cagey.
Holgar?
Yeah, Holger.
Holger.
Who, as soon as you heard him shouting, "Who are you? What do you want?" And then as soon as he saw you, he like cut himself off. He said, "Who are you? What do you?" Oh, And he kind of asked who you are. He said, "Hey, are you guys gonna be cool when you come in here? You're not gonna immediately start fighting." And you guys said yes. He said, "Well, yeah, we're not gonna. We're here to talk. We're not gonna start fighting right away." And he said, and the last thing he said was, "Is that what you're wearing?" Just sort of as he looked at all of your outfits.
Granted, I'm technically in my fine clothes. I had to give my poetry preferred my traveler's clothes because I was the only with extra clothing.
Yes, exactly.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was naked.
You were naked. Mm-hmm. And you got back most of your shit because you didn't have a lot of shit on you. Mm-hmm. Which was lucky. And yeah, so Mako is wearing fine clothes. Your poetry's wearing traveler's clothes. Gawain is wearing his usual bandolier and duster.
I look great, by the way. I look awesome. I don't know what you're talking about.
He says, "Yeah, I'm sure you think so. All right, let's get this going then." And he disappears from this little window here. Boopity boop. Just to reiterate where you guys sort of are, what you're looking at right now, you're sort of at the top of a cliffside that is overlooking the river. It is, let's go over back to the map here. The river Desarin here. That is running right next to Rivergard Keep, and you're sort of at the top of this little cliffside that is overlooking the river and runs right up next to it. The keep's main entrance here is a 2-story gatehouse attached to a round tower. This is the round tower here, which you can't entirely see because it's blocked off by this little square. The gate itself is a double door of thick timbers reinforced by iron bands. That's this wooden door right here. But as you agree that you're not going to be violent when you come in, you hear some talking, some commotion from upstairs, and then some movement and loud thuds as they remove some reinforcements from the door, and eventually the door opens. And you see, boopity boop, I'll get rid of this, into this little tunnel here. It's just a small little walkway, and we'll bring Holger down to lead you inside. He says, "All right this way. Just keep your hands to yourselves. I'm walking you over to talk to Captain Jolly. You guys know why you're here, I presume?"
At this point, Gawain has gotten very serious. He barely acknowledges the question. He just kind of is staring forward, just kind of moving forward, trying to get him to just go.
He's walking and talking.
Yeah, Gawain is just staring forward, just very, very fucking serious right now.
Does anybody answer him?
Yes.
What do you say?
Yeah, we're here.
All
Yes.
right, great. Perfect. I'll lead you right to Captain Jolly then to have your little talk, because he wants to talk to you. And you see he walks up to the gate, and he knocks on it. And then you hear a bunch of mechanical sounds as chains and motors, not motors, but like cranks and pistons and stuff are moving to raise this huge portcullis that is right in the way here. Boopity boop. Of your entrance into the main courtyard. You guys walk in. It's lovely. You guys,
Nice.
as you walk into the main little courtyard area here, you see there's a bunch of individual buildings throughout, and you can see that that you sort of already saw glimpses of them from the front. There are 2 guards here on the front wall that were watching you as you approached. And you make your way inwards, following Holger. Everybody goes inside. 1 second. All right. The area just inside the castle gatehouse consists of a small courtyard of bare dirt and tufts of wiry grass. A stable stands to the east, the gatehouse to the west, and the main yard of the castle lies to the north, the direction that you guys are heading. The keep occupies the northern corner of the castle yard. Stone stairs near the keep lead up to the top of the wall. You see there's stairs over here that lead up to there, where the guards are.
Can I do a perception check to clock where all the guards and like soldiers are?
Sure, yeah.
Or like how many there are?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have Slurp help me with that one.
Sure. Everyone can do perception, actually. Let's all do it.
Oh, come on. That's an 11.
$14.
Got a 19.
Ooh, a 19.
Perceive.
Oh, also, if I can see any like pirate ships or like ships in general, because we're near water, I would love to know if they're.
We're gonna need to steal those.
Of course. So you guys all make your way around here. And as you turn this corner, I think this is the first time you actually see the water. Because you are on that cliffside above it. Let's go this. Because you see out far over here, down past the edge of the cliff, there is a water. And as you approach, Holger leads you around through the courtyard, past these two doors over here, and down this little alleyway towards this northern wall where you see two other guards that are stationed. And Poetry, you said you got a 19?
I did.
And Mako, what did you get?
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20, incredible. Okay, so actually, first thing you notice, before you even come inside, actually, you smell smoke, which is not unusual, because, you know, you're at a place, something might be smoking. But you both turn around and you see, like, far, far in the distance, along the path that you came in, is just a tiny little pillar of smoke rising to the sky. And the only reason that's strange is because it's in, like, the jungle. It's in the forest, in the thick of it, in, like, all these hills and, like, non-incorporated territory that you guys just happen to be going through in order to get here faster. But there's nothing else out there. And it's miles and miles away, but it's it's just strange that it's out there and you just happen to notice it. Nothing else.
What does it
about
just
that.
Smell like standard smoke?
It smells
or
like
does
smoke.
It smell
Just smoke on the wind. Yeah.
Is that smoke that we're seeing miles away the smoke we're smelling?
Presumably, yeah.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. It's like that's the only reason that you look that direction. Otherwise, you wouldn't have seen it. But you kind of smelled it on the wind coming over here because
it's not like they're cooking here and that's what we're smelling.
No. It's like it seems like it's from that. Like even though it's so far, you're still smelling it. And that's the only thing that's like kind of unusual is that you're like you sniff, you're looking for smoke, you see it behind you instead of somewhere else. And as you walk inside, with a 19 Poetry, you can tell that there are guards on each of these walls for sure. And there's like 2 on each of these ones and probably 1 over here that you can see. Otherwise, it seems strangely quiet. Strangely, like, not a lot going on here. Like, not a lot of people moving in and out of rooms. Like, for a fortress this size, you'd expect there to be business, you know, people doing chores and other things like that. But it is, like, everyone is staying still, and all of the guards that you clock are watching you very intently. Mako, with a dirty 20, what you notice, in addition, is you also sense like it's very calm here. You see out on the water in the distance, there's another guard on the tower over here. It's kind of hard to see. You kind of barely clock it. And you just kind of stand on your tippy toes to look down over the edge of this cliff, because this is all like 20 feet down from the edge of the cliff here. But you see another guard out here. You see there's a very large keelboat that is just up against this wall. A large, like, sort of chain net that is used as sort of a gate to allow boats into and out of the little port that they have here. Another big tower right on the water here. And that's what you see out on the water. Within the compound itself, through windows and stuff, because you're also curious about how quiet it is, you occasionally just catch a pair of eyes just looking at you through a window, and then they'll disappear, and you see just like motion, just like sort of scurried motion from inside the windows occasionally, and just a couple times you catch people looking at you from through the windows as you are escorted over here.
The moment Gawain sees the ships, his demeanor goes from very serious to that 12-year-old that is very excited about boats. And it's just like, oh, that's so cool. How far out can you take those? Can they get out in the ocean? Can we get to the ocean from here? Like, could we go? That's crazy. Whoa.
Oh yeah, you could get to the ocean, but that's a keel.
You get to the ocean.
It won't be.
Well, yeah, it's not going to get super far.
Yeah, it won't. I mean, you could get there, but I mean, you couldn't take it out on the ocean because you just float away. You'd have no way to control it really, because they don't have. They don't usually have. I don't think that one has a sail. It's mostly for rowing.
So that one's for like river transport
exactly,
specifically. Like you wouldn't take it out in the ocean.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm personally used to ocean travel, so like, dealing with smaller boats is kind of a weird thing. Yeah,
you've been on a flagship? Oh, a pirate ship. So it's like
pirate
a big,
ship,
like a mass ship.
Big.
That's
ship.
incredible.
Yeah, it took like 50 people to operate. It was
How
crazy.
many? Yeah, what position did you do? You ever do the crow's nest?
I was the all of it.
You did everything.
Yeah, I helped.
That's
cook.
remarkable.
I cleaned. I did the crow's nest. I cleaned the guns. I took care of everything. I got to be in charge of a cannon for a while. That was kind of cool. But after a while,
See,
like
I wish I could get my hands on a cannon just once. It's like they
fun.
always
It's
have
fun.
me in the crow's nest.
It's
I'm a
really
good lookout,
hard to aim,
and
it's
we never
hard
get to try
aim.
other things. But now I'm really good at being a lookout. But I'm jealous. I get it. Yeah. You guys are just talking shop about boats for a couple minutes. At a certain point, he like kind of reaches at your shoulder and kind of like dusts something off. He's like, "You could do with an upgrade, mate."
Do you have like actual pirate dusters here? Like this one's cool, but this like you can tell it's from there. Like, it's not a super
we've got a lot of options for sure. Different patterns, different colors, a lot of accessories. Oh, certainly.
Montage.
Yeah. But we can do, I mean, that's not for right now. You guys have some important business. Captain Jolie's been waiting for you.
Right. You stole my brother's body. And then Gawain gets very serious.
I mean, me not personally, but...
And then gets like real quiet, just, yeah, can you take me to my brother now?
Yeah, for sure. I think he's in there. Just 1 second. As he leads you up to this door, the door to the, presumably some type of large, hall, you also notice the other thing I should have mentioned is that everyone here is dressed remarkably, especially for warriors. They all have their like armor, like different types of leather armor. Some of them have shields, but even their shields are like stylish. Like you can't see any of them up close, but they're this weird pattern with like points on the bottom, and they're like bronze colored, which really kind of goes well with all of the green accents in their clothes. They have green belts and green sashes, all of this kind of aquamarine, teal green color. That is sort of their basic theme.
About that.
Yeah.
Are they dressed like real pirates or like people wanting to be pirates?
Some of them are dressed like real pirates.
Okay, Gawain gets a little more excited again.
And also just talking to Holger, you can tell like he's clearly had experience on ships, like, and you get the sense that this is that's kind of the vibe here.
Also, I 100% go up next to Poetry, and I'm just like, "Oh no, it's so cool! I gotta take you out on a boat sometime." Like, and just starts like ranting about it for a second.
For sure, incredible.
I think Poetry's nervous about boats.
No, they're really, really safe, actually. They're much safer than carriages in some cases.
Much
Like,
more struck by lightning than the plane going down.
Actually, you'd be surprised. The water usually gets struck by lightning faster than the boat does. It's kind of weird, but like, there's not a ton of metal on a boat most of the time.
Yeah. They're not likely
crazy.
The boat gets struck by lightning. It's normally
No.
Yeah.
Unless you're like standing on the top of the mast, or like holding a sword in the air. But you gotta be really dumb.
Yeah,
to
even
do that.
still, but it's like the water is more of a thing than
Yeah, it's more of a conductor.
Anyway, come on in. And he does like a succinct knock on the door. He does like 3 individual knocks. He hears 3 knocks back. He's like, all right, go on in. And he stands to the side and opens the door for you. Boopity boo. Y'all go inside?
Yeah, I think Gawain goes quickly inside, like doesn't even hesitate.
Hell yeah.
6-person toilet.
You
Oh, those are plates. Never mind.
the 6-person toilet. Yeah.
We meet Jolly at the bathroom.
At the toilet. He's pissing as you speak to
the
him.
ultimate power move.
Exactly. And Holger closes the door behind you as you
What?
enter. You look
Terrifying.
inside. This room is the Great Hall of the Keep. It is 2 stories. It has stone stairs on both sides of the room leading up to a stone balcony at the west end of the chamber. So you see these are stairs going up, and directly above where all of these guys are is this little area here. So you can only kind of barely see it. You see there's a hallway back, but it's just a little balcony that is directly above this area here. Does that make sense? Heavy double doors lead east to the castle yard that you just came through, while 2 interior doors open to the west. That are these doors here. Arrow slits look out to the north and the south. That are these little windows, tiny window type things here. At the west end of the room, below the balcony, a large wooden chair sits behind a wide table littered with papers and discarded plates and different other eating utensils and skillets and other types of things. A second table, this one long and furnished with benches, runs down the middle of the hall. The walls are painted in green and blue, decorated with tattered banners showing nautical designs. Seated at this big wooden throne chair in front of this table full of plates and pans and papers is a very large burly man. He is wearing a sort of a pretty oversized long-sleeved tunic. It is so big that like it's barely kind of covering his chest, and it's got kind of a big deep V thing rocking, like, but the V is going all the way down to his belly button. He is very muscular and very hairy. He has dark, like wiry brown hair. He's got some pretty thick shag on his face, neck beard, kind of like unkempt, but is like super muscular, like super strong. And as the people behind him, you see, 2 of them are seem to be holding staffs. One of them is holding up their left hand, focusing magic, and holding up a large, what seems to be an obelisk of glass that is floating right next to him. And there's another guy here with blue skin. He is just kind of a large, rotund blue man, sort of a bald head. And in between him and one of these other casters, look a lot like the people that you saw in Red Larch, is a wood elf man. Or what looks to be a masculine wood elf. And as you enter, you see this gentleman stands up from his chair, the large, burly one, and says, "All right. Thank you for coming. Fuck, I don't know how to start this.
You can start
know
by
who I
showing me my
am?
brother body.
He's right fucking here, can it, Willie? I'm trying to be nice. All right, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell. He's
You
right-
are
he's
very
right here.
attractive, yes, and I appreciate the kindness.
It's fine.
But you did lead off by stealing my brother, and I would like proof before anything happens that you actually fucking have him.
Yeah, he's right here. Just show him. And he gestures to the spellcaster to his right. And you see the large glass obelisk. See, we took good care of him. We encased him in glass, so he's not going to deteriorate anymore. You see? And as the glass obelisk rotates, you see it's actually Percival has been encased in glass.
Can I do a check to make sure that's actually him?
You can do a perception check, yeah.
Okay, like a perception or arcana.
I mean, it's perception for now. I don't think you know of
Okay.
any magic.
Cool.
Other than that.
Can I get advantage with Slurpy Slurp?
Yeah.
Slurpalicious. It's a 17.
17. Yeah, it doesn't look like it's an illusion from what you can tell. It just, like the magic that's on it just looks like this is just this guy's glowing hand that seems to be holding up the thing. It's like, see, we did we just wanted to talk. All right? We had you seemed like you'd be a good fit here. We heard about what you did at the, what you call it? The fucking fire motherfuckers.
Oh, the mountain?
Right?
Yeah. Yeah, we killed a lot of those guys.
You're right, it's
Scarlet
Moon
Moon
Hall. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
Those, we don't like them here. You understand? And the initiative, the cunning, all of it, we think you might be very good additions to our little society we have here. You understand?
Kinda. You guys do have a lot of cool stuff here. It's very cool.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, I don't...
The reason we took him, and it's only because we wanted to talk, you guys have a reputation, you know?
You could have just asked.
Why
You
would you
know?
listen?
I mean, okay, the only reason we went after the fire cult and the wind cult is because they attacked us first, right? If
Here's the
you
thing,
showed
all-
up and simply gone, hey,
All
just
we know
saying, we know
is that
you don't like
you
them,
show up
we're
and you
cool.
eliminate the outposts of two of our brother and sister groups, all right?
Well, one
You
of
show
them
up, you
threw us out
fucking
of a
kill
tower.
everyone. All right, yeah, that's kind of what they do.
So that's why we killed them.
Yeah. Well,
The other ones, what did they do to us again? Like turns to everybody.
you don't even know. It's fucking... Yeah,
They did something first, and I
So-
didn't like
I'm
it.
sure.
So
Anyway.
you're saying you didn't like the people at the Scarlet Moon Hall,
No, fuck those guys. We fucking
but you
hate them.
like the other people.
What?
But you're saying that we attacked your sister groups
Yes.
in the
Well,
other.
specifically the Howling Hatred. The Howling
Okay.
Hatred is...
Yeah, no, we
we get
weren't
along
meaning
with them.
anybody's friends. We were just defending
Yeah,
ourselves,
that's the
really.
thing. Yeah. All right. So, here, you can just have him. It's fine. Here you go. Just give it to him. And he gestures, and the spellcaster gives him a look like, "Are you sure?" It's like, "Yes, just fucking give it to him. It's fucking whatever." And the body floats over, and gently lays down next to you guys. All right. So. We didn't want any trouble. We just wanted to have a meeting that we knew you would come to, and that you wouldn't necessarily come and try to just come and fucking wipe us out immediately or anything like that, because we think we have some things in common. Right?
Interesting.
You want to get rid of the what do they call themselves? The Eternal Flame, right? We don't. We want to get rid of them. We are at cross purposes, even though they have similar long-term objective to us.
What are
We
those?
don't like them. It's not.
What are the
It's
long-term objectives?
it's above my pay grade. I'm only doing this because I was told by my higher up that you guys, we should try to talk to you instead of fighting with you.
Okay.
Well, yeah, because we'd probably kill you.
I mean, you could try. We might kill some of you too. It's
no threats.
no way
No
of knowing.
threats, but
Exactly.
Who's your
Gawain also
higher up?
like gets down and is like kind of protectively kneeling next to the body.
Yeah, we don't care about your brother's body there. It's not an issue to us. It was just to get you to come talk to us.
Who's your higher up?
It's Gar. His name's Gar. It's just you don't know him. I promise. Anyway,
Like the fish?
no, Gar.
like the fish, yes.
Is Gar a fish?
I've heard
With
of
the
such.
water people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
that's
don't know.
definitely a type of fish.
Gar is a type of fish.
Yeah. Aren't you a captain?
Yes. I don't go in the water. I don't know about Gar being. We don't eat Gar.
Wait, you don't go like swim every so often? Our captain used to go swimming all the time.
No, I don't swim. I'm just the captain. I tell the ship where to go. I'm in charge of all the people. That's what I do.
Do you know how to swim?
It's not about whether I freaking know. He picks up a plate and throws it at the ground. It smashes all over the place. It's like I know how to swim. All right. It's not about whether I know how to swim. Okay.
Can I make
I'm
an
a
insight
captain
check?
of a ship. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's a +0. It's a 6.
This guy just has like temper tantrums randomly. It's like the second time he's just flown off the handle, then immediately brought it back. He just seems like temperamental, weirdly. Like, all right, it's not thinking about whether or not I swim. I'm a captain. I'm the captain here. All right, I'm the captain of the Rivergard Keep. This is my place. All right.
Dude,
So I have been.
Captain to captain, I respect your domicile. My apologies.
All right, you look
Yeah,
a
what is-
little. You look a bit young to be a captain, but all right.
Well, I am one.
What is the
Alright.
reason that you brought us here then?
We want you to do something for us. We're gonna give you back your brother. We're gonna give you this fucking idiot. And he points to the wood elf, and the wood elf, who is in what looks like some type of strange magical manacles. Finally, they pull his hood up, and you see just a blonde person, and who gives a nod and says, "Hey, Esme," to Esme, who is just there briefly for a moment. And he says, I think you know him. His name's Zoldrin. I think he said he knows you. Esme would fill you in that Zoldrin is one of Esme's comrades from the Emerald Enclave that they sort of grew up around.
Esme, you've just got people everywhere, like all over the place.
She
They
goes,
keep getting captured by cults. Esme, not to. Your lot should have better training.
Esme goes,
Hey.
and then she goes to take a shit. So she's
On the table, Esme, not on the table.
No, she leaves. She goes somewhere else
Okay.
to take a poop.
Okay. All right. So,
We're gonna give you this fucking idiot. Again, this is all because bring what's his fuck out here. And one of the other priests knocks on the door, and someone else comes out. This guy, who you vaguely remember from Scarlet Moon Hall. Mako, you spoke to this person at length.
The guy with the
Mhm.
the hand sign guy?
Yes, exactly. Mm-hmm.
Is it Merkin?
No, that was the
No,
old
that
man.
was. This is what Sayuri? No, it's something like that.
Mhm.
I don't remember.
Like, yeah, he told us. He told us about what happened. He told us that you attacked them very sneakily. You infiltrated first, and when you got overwhelmed, you ran. Then you came back and stronger, and you took them all out. It's very much our MO here at the Crushing Wave. It's what we do. We adapt. We overpower when the time is right. I
mean, that's just the pirate way. Like,
indeed, yes. Many of us are pirates. Not all of us, but many of us are.
I noticed some of your crew just looks like they're dressing like they're pirates, but like
everybody
might
here
want to talk to them.
dresses incredibly. That's the thing among us.
Well, yeah, no, you've got some definitely good people dressed like pirates, but like you got some people that just genuinely look like they're just trying too hard.
It doesn't make sense to dress like a pirate if you're not going out on the ship.
Yes, I do, but they're like, yeah, I don't know. It just feels like you got a lot of landlubbers who are just trying to be pirates, and maybe talk to them.
It's
maybe,
just, it's an aesthetic for some people, all right? It's not a.
Yeah, but it's kind of gross. Like, personally.
When's the last time you were on a ship, all right, little one?
Literally like 6 months ago.
Yeah, 6 months ago.
Yeah.
You still call yourself a captain?
I lived on a ship for 11.5 years.
All right. Yeah. Okay. So I'm
didn't
just
come
saying,
to land. Like,
if it's been 6
time.
months, it's you can take off the your.
I got
boots.
so excited when I saw your ships. Okay, I am so excited to go back to the sea, but I am stuck here because of these stupid cults, and they just keep attacking me. And
all right, we don't like the word
cults.
We don't like that.
Supportive hand on Gwen's shoulder.
We don't.
So many cults, and my brother's getting murdered, bodies
don't
stolen,
call
and then
ourselves
my
cults,
pseudo father
all right?
killed, and like, and then he just hugs Mako. And just fuck.
We are groups. We are a society. All right. We're not a cult. Okay. We are like-minded individuals who have similar passion for the sea and water and its all-consuming power.
I have a question.
Yeah.
The town we just came from had a really big flooding issue recently, and they seemed to have thought that it was a group of people that controlled water in a big way. Do you know anything about that?
He says, He kind of makes a face like, 1 second. And he leans over, and this other spellcaster comes over and like whispers something in his ear. And he's like, yeah, all right. We've got as I imagine you know, we've got a couple agents in that town. I believe you talked to them.
For a second.
Yeah. Two of them, Galida and Justrin. They just report on what's happening there. And it was as a favor to our, like I said, our sister group to cause some trouble in Red Larch.
Okay, so the problem that's really getting me right now is you are asking us to help you when your sister group threw us out of a tower, invaded our dreams, threatened us, and then almost killed us, pretended to be our friend, and then just like fucking booked it and left us high and dry. Okay, why are we supposed to trust you if the people you affiliate with are trying to kill us?
Because we gave you your brother back. And we're gonna give you this fucking guy too. And we're not gonna kill you here, alright? It's like, we're gonna let you go if you don't want to do this thing that's mutually beneficial. Then you can just go. It's no harm. And that's all. That's the end of it. Or, if you're that mad about it, and you also don't want to help us out with this, then, it's, you see he flexes a little bit, and you see, like, his eyes get a little bloodshot. He's like, then it's a lot more exciting, but a lot more violent, and, not as good, I'm told. and he looks to the spellcaster again. The spellcaster nods, and he says, he kind of clenches his fist and says, "All right, yes, it's not as good to fight."
May I make an insight check on sort of like that intensity and like flaring of like ferocity he's having,
Sure, yeah.
or like is like holding back?
I also, while Mako's noticing that, I think when I see him flexing and like what I assume to be a quick rage, Gawain in kind slowly creeps into form of dread, not in like a I'm gonna attack you way, but in a I'm gonna meet you where you're coming at us with. So I think I definitely like grow, and like arms get beefy and lanky and shit, and I look a lot like my brother again. But like, yeah, the fangs and all that shit. But now that I'm like, oh wow, I guess now that I'm like 5'11", I grow to like almost 7 feet tall. Just fucking this big ass monster.
Can I ask?
Yeah.
Can I ask? Like, could I have been doing know your enemy this whole time?
Yeah, this is exactly what this is for. Yeah.
All right.
Mako,
I got
yeah,
20.
Sorry.
I got a 21 on that insight check.
21 on your insight. With that, you can tell like he is naturally very just temperamental, and that he just has a tendency like anything can set him to fly off the handle. But in that instance specifically, where you saw something physiologically happening, that he wasn't just restraining his anger, he was restraining something else happening to him. And I don't think you can tell exactly what that is, but like something else like might have happened to him if he let his anger get the better of him.
No, for sure.
Also, can I not fully go into the form of rage so that I don't expend a use, but I still like give?
Sure.
Like,
Yeah, if you just want to look like that, yeah.
Yeah, I just want to look like that for a second to meet him, and when he comes back down, I come back down too.
Gotcha. Okay, so you retreat as he retreats.
Yes, I am meeting him where he's meeting us.
Okay, all right. It's fine. All right, what we want you to do is we want you to go to the Temple of Eternal Flame. We want you to wipe him out. That's all we want. We figured that something I don't know. You said everyone that you've killed has done something to you anyway. But odds are, since you killed a bunch of the fighter cultists, they're gonna come for you again. Bannifer does not take insults lightly, alright? She'll send some fucking people after you.
And that's what you're asking us to do for you?
We think it's in both of our interest for you to go there and for you to do it, so that we don't have to.
Oh, you don't want to help. You just
you're not going to give us like any assistance.
We're going to give you the information on how to get there. We're going to tell you about what's down there, and then you go and you take care of it for us, because we can't. We and the Eternal Flame can't both succeed. Essentially.
Can we have one of your water bombs?
No.
It'd happen a lot quicker if you gave us a water bomb.
No, I don't think it would.
Gawain, those do a lot of damage to the environment. As in general, I wouldn't feel comfortable using one of those.
Yeah, your friend is on it.
We saw Red Launch.
It's not gonna do much underground. It's not gonna do much in a dungeon.
Not gonna do much if we fill an underground cave with water.
It's gonna rain above ground.
Oh.
It's a rain thing. I thought it was like water.
Thought it was like compressed water that just kind of.
No, I think we have.
So we build a funnel.
We might have those too, but no.
We build a funnel. Yeah, I like this. So we build a giant funnel.
However you want to go about it is up to you. But here's the thing: we want you to join us. We want you to be a part of the crushing wave, because we can help each other. We have a lot of resources here, And
I don't want to speak for the rest of the group, but again, I want to bring up that your sister group, which we would have to acknowledge.
Listen, do you understand how
wipe the
siblings
slate
work?
with.
You can't choose who your siblings are.
Sure,
alright?
fine.
We
What
don't,
I'm saying,
we don't love everything they do. We just do a favor when they ask, and they do a favor when we ask.
but if we join you, they are going to reciprocate in kind in some way. Either they're going to ask for you to give us up, or the much less likely route, they just drop it all and go, great, fine, move along. We apparently did a pretty good amount of damage to them and got threatened by their leader directly. Like, I
got thrown off a tower.
You saw Kalanoth. Kalanoth talk to you?
literally dreamscaped. Like, I can't dream physically. And she made me dream and threatened us directly.
Well, she senses what we sense in you.
It was a good song.
It was a solid song, and I enjoyed it.
I haven't heard her sing. Does she sing? And
She
one
sang.
of,
It was
one of the
pretty great,
priests kind
actually.
of nods silently. Yeah, she sang.
It was pretty good.
Alright.
But like, I
Listen, what you working for us doesn't have to. Kalanoth doesn't have to know.
So that's the thing, though, is that you keep saying working for you and you'd like to give us something, but what you're trying to give us is a task, and I don't see what we're gaining on the other side of it.
Gawain points at poetry and nods his head. Yep,
All right.
yep,
Yeah.
yep.
Okay. All right.
Well-
So tell me two things. Number one, we're gonna be giving you this guy who tried to thwart our piracy operation in the south. And he points to Zaldrin again. We're gonna give you that guy back, and any other assistance you want with taking out the Eternal Flame. Tell us. Let's talk about making a deal here. What do you want? We thought a pirate ship.
A full-blown pirate ship.
I don't think we have a full-blown pirate. We can give you a ship.
What would we do with it?
We're also,
What?
Gawain, remember, we're miles from the coast currently.
I understand, but eventually y'all are gonna join me on my pirate ship, and I'm skipping a few steps, okay? I just want the ship. I want a ship.
We can give you a small ship, a ship that's, 6 people sized. We can give you other aid, and we just thought that ideologically, you might align with us. Like I can see in each of you, there's, well, mostly you, and he points at you, Gawain. You're touched by water. Did you know that?
Okay, so he literally holds up his scaly hand and goes, yes,
Yeah. See.
but I have
You
no
knew.
fucking idea what this is.
Oh.
Are you telling me you know what this is?
I know a bit. I know. I've seen that before.
Okay. Apparently, I know that it's a claim on me.
Yeah, you want to show him? And you see the blue guy to the left of him rolls up his pant leg, and he has a very similar scaly patch.
Talk.
What? No. No, this is just you're touched by a water spirit, all right? And we thought you might be amenable
water
to our
spirit?
cause. Yes, a water spirit.
What? That is so vague. Okay.
This way, your friend is touched by a fire spirit. He points to Glarnock. And your other friends might be, I don't know, aligned differently.
Like, okay, does the water spirit have a claim on my soul? Like, what?
Yeah, I mean, usually. But anyway, this is all things that we could discuss if you were to join us. We could share our information with you. You could do some things here and there for us, and we help each other. Understand? And it's another of, you've already got, what, 2 of these other groups hunting you down. Do you want us on your shit list as well? Or on our shit list?
We kind of assumed we're on the shit list of everybody at this point. Like,
We've
am I
got-
wrong, guys? Like, turns around and looks at all of you. Like,
Yeah, we've got no beef with you. That's why we invited you here. We demanded that you come in exchange for your brother. But again, look, we put him in glass. We made it real nice. It was very good.
He does look good. He does look good. How decomposed does he look?
Very little, actually, you know. Only maybe, I mean, you can't really, you're not you want to do a medicine check to know, like, exactly how much?
Sure, yeah. Can Slurp help?
Sure.
Good.
I placed time of death at 1822.
Yeah.
14.
Let's see.
14? Not very much, like, you know, he looks gaunt. Like, you can see his flesh has, like, you know, shrunken up against his bones and his other structure. But otherwise, he still looks like Percival. Albeit very dead, because when it was like presumably maybe only a week or two between him getting buried and him being unburied, and it seems like very shortly after that he was put in glass, which stops the deterioration, and so he's not going to deteriorate very quickly at all now.
Let's see. There's something I wanted to ask. Darn, my mind's like a bit off today.
So we wanted to go to the Temple of Eternal Flame and just fucking kill him.
And when you say the
I
Temple of
remember.
Eternal Flame, you mean underground.
Yes.
Is it actually beneath the Scarlet Moon Hall?
Yes.
So, yeah. Mako goes, the howling hatred. If we align ourselves with you and still go after them, what would you or your higher-ups say if they are your sister affiliates?
Gawain
What-
does
what-
air quotes every time he says group.
Yeah, what would they say? What do you mean?
You want us to eliminate the eternal flame.
Yes.
Because there is that mutual sense of getting rid of a pest for us both. And then if we were to do the same for the howling hatred, how would you or your higher-ups respond to that?
It depends. If you're coming after us, we'll hunt you down. But it depends. You know, here's the thing: you already took out their outpost. They're already weakened. Bannifer is probably sent a lot of her guards after you as we speak, and which means that they're even less defended in the temple. You know. Which means that it's a better chance that you can take her out.
Gawain sets up a mental link with Mako really quick.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, no, it's pre-existing because we always have a mental link. We talked about this. I literally just glance over and like, should we tell them that they stole a firebomb from the fire cult? That the air cult has a firebomb?
I would like to insight check.
I was thinking the same.
That's a really good point because that's something I was thinking as well. I want to insight check, knowing their disdain of the eternal flame and their, I guess, neutral alignment towards the howling hatred. What would the information of like if like how would they feel if, I guess, the power shifted, like, because
Okay. So like if
like,
you like
they
how
have
would
something.
how
Yeah.
would these guys the crushing wave react if they found out that the howling hatred took the orb of devastation?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, give me an insight check.
Alrighty.
Can I get in on this?
Yeah, you can
we're
do that.
mentally?
You asked the question, sure.
You want to help me mentally?
I literally just clicked it, but if I could do,
Too late.
I already
You-
rolled.
You already rolled.
Yeah, sorry. 11.
17.
11, 17. You're not sure, actually. This like you're only just finding out the dynamics in between these different groups. So you're not exactly sure how what it would do to those dynamics to find out this little shift in power. And whether or not they already know is kind of important to that. So you can't be sure, but knowing this guy, if he doesn't already know that, then he'll probably have a significant reaction.
Okay.
Should we tell him? Just still in our heads.
Mark. Okay.
I feel like we should take a moment to talk this through as a group before we do anything publicly.
Yeah, Gawain.
Yeah,
turns.
right. You can take a minute.
Yeah, can you all leave the room?
Give us the room.
You want to roll intimidation poetry?
It was more like when the boss cop is like, "Give us the room." I mean, he's probably not intimidated. It's an 11.
He's like,
so we'll go outside.
we'll give you fucking nothing, all right? And he stands up and he gets all like muscly again. He's like, hey, and he smashes another plate. And he's like, all right, you just go outside. You close the door. We'll leave you be for a couple minutes. Holger is still out there. You'll stand a bit away. Keep an eye on you. Make sure you don't steal anything. All right?
Yeah. Earmuffs, Jolly Green Giant.
Yeah, all right.
Okay.
You guys go outside to discuss. Do you want to leave Percival's body in there for the moment?
Oh no, I 100%.
You're just gonna drag it
with me.
It's real heavy, but it just takes an extra 10 minutes for you to just slowly drag out the large glass encased body of your brother.
Okay.
And Holger will be like way over here. He's just watching.
Hodor. I think so if I'm just gonna say what I'm thinking here. It feels like this guy is offering us nothing in exchange for us doing what he wants us to do, which is kind of meh. But I do think agreeing with him and then just doing whatever the hell we feel like might be a good move, because we could probably take out the fire people with a little bit of their help.
I think
Or
what
at
he's
least
offering is like
other.
temporary safety, I guess. Like for a short period at least, we know for a fact that they wouldn't be coming after us. They'd be offering us transportation. I am genuinely curious about this, and just like points to his hand. But I understand, like from my perspective, it's mostly helping me, but like I don't know. I kind of see where this would be helpful to get him on our side for a second.
In the end, I guess it's all politics. So at this standpoint, here's really our options, or the options in which they are giving us right now. We can completely take one of these movers off the chessboard completely, and that would mean aligning ourselves by what he seems to be saying as members, as being initiated into the crushing wave.
Crushing wave, yeah, crushing wave.
Sorry, I was
No, you're good. You're good.
Rave. Pardon me. Thank you. And that means access to things they deem feasible to us. I know it's very exciting to think of the prospects of getting a pirate ship at the moment, but just due to logistics.
Yeah, that was an impulse decision. Like, I'm not saying we need it right now, but like maybe one day, like maybe we could, one day take them down, and I could just take the ship. But like, that'd be the cool pirate thing.
Dude, he offered us a ship that fits 8 people or 6 people. Like, that's a boat. That's a rowboat.
Well, yeah, but also
with the rivers of the area, that is a great means of travel, especially if we wanted any help from up north or connections to just getting around. There's lots of different rivers that's in the area and getting back and forth. That's one thing. But there's we can just see from the people around us, they're not only nicely dressed, they're decently armored. These, though they may be, some may be more seafaring attire, like you, Gawain. It seems they don't. It seems like they're not lacking in what resources they may be. From what he said inside, the Zaldrin, as May's friend, they said he was trying. Yeah, he was trying to stop their pirating to the south. There's seems to be a whole nother operation that they're running that is funding them through this way. And in itself, that is a very tempting offer.
Just to like get information on that we could use that later, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I got you.
I think also, Esme, when they're done blowing one out, they might be happy to have their friend back.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, yeah, like at the end of the day, if they're Esme's friend, we're gonna help them. But like, but also on the opposite end, like just so that we're all on the same page, we don't plan on fighting our way out of here, right?
I think it's a horrific idea.
It sounds like a terrible
idea.
But also, like, I'm personally sick of just like taking out the small fry and not dealing with the big ones, which is why I'm kind of on the side of like going after the fire cult, like just wiping out the top dog. Because like it feels like that we've done 2 of the like halfway points of the full thing.
Yeah,
and if we did a third halfway point, I feel like we're just taking baby steps.
If we align with these people, if nothing else, we get a little bit of a foot in the door to start playing politically with the big players.
And if we align with them, there's a chance that the Howling Hatred will leave us alone for a while.
To preserve their friendship, yeah. And who knows about the Earth Cult? Who knows about that?
They are so hidden. Like I know they were the first one we came across, but we haven't seen anything about those.
All they really do
guys.
is wear masks and then fuck off, really.
And like attack people on the road. Like that's just. I don't know. But okay, all right.
But all I'm saying
personally,
is,
all right. We go ahead.
I think we should align with them.
We do this and we align ourselves that way. But.
What if it's a trap and they're just trying to kill us?
Then we'll do what we've done the past couple times. I don't know. I'm hoping. Well, that's the other end of it. Is like we've already proved ourselves by taking out 2 of the halfway points of the 2 different groups. Like we weakened the hell out of 2 of them. Like the fact that they came to us and like took the time to get our information just leads me to believe they are actually kind of scared of us.
Maybe that's why. Maybe
it
that's why they
seems-
want to kill us.
It seems ironic, despite his uh, temperament. He seems a man of his word, which is surprising. Actually, can I do an insight check to see if I get the vibe of man of his word?
Sure, yeah.
Can I give the help action because of my pirate experience?
Sure, yeah.
Advantage. 27, natural 19.
Ooh, 27, very good. I think you get a pretty solid read on this guy that he's very temperamental, and I think he's very self-serving. And what's going on right now, just this conversation that he's having, isn't necessarily his MO. I think that's like the overall vibe you got. Like, he's doing this because he was told from his superior, like, hey, this is the smart move. So this is what we're going to do. And it's not necessarily something that he has a lot of passion about either way, which means that he probably doesn't care enough to lie to you.
Okay.
Yeah, like, I feel like it'd be a lot calmer, and, like, he wouldn't blow up as much as he did if he was trying to trick us.
What
Like,
if,
you know what I mean?
What if we say that if we take out the fire cult for him, we want to meet his boss?
I mean, that's an option.
Then we
Yeah.
take his neck.
I mean, yeah. Feel like you're up here. You can just down a couple pegs, just a few. Poetry, been there. Rage sucks, down a few,
I don't trust.
and then
Yeah,
hugs
30
poetry.
days.
Literally pulls
30
poetry in
days.
for a massive
Aw.
hug.
I don't trust him.
Whispers in poetry ear. Monster Squad.
I think we
I-
just need to. I don't trust him either, but I think we need to make it
Oh,
out of here
no.
alive, and I think we
I-
need to align ourselves with them in order to do that.
I think
I mean, yeah, never
It's-
trust a pirate. That's rule number 1 of pirating.
this may seem outrageous. And I think he would agree to it, but we could challenge him to a duel.
Captain to captain duel, and Gawain
I
just like
meant crew
perks
to
up a lot.
crew, but you know.
Well, I mean, if you think about it, this whole place is his crew, and that would be the loophole, and then he'd just slaughter us.
Well, you know, like every captain's has like a captain's like bridge, and you know, mainstays like the first mate, or like you know exactly what I mean.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, like you've got your right hand, you've got your left hand. Like I got what you're saying. Like your prime fighters, like a 5-on-5, like a 6-on-6 maybe, but like at the end of the day,
I don't think we fight without our healer and our rogue.
I'm
yeah, where the hell is Boneless? It just like looks
Both,
around.
both pooping. Both.
Oh god, man, she's been pooping for like days now. All right, okay, all right.
I
So-
don't trust these cults. I was already burned by one, literally.
my
Well,
uncle
actually,
was killed by
Glarnock,
another.
that yeah, but like Glarnock, wouldn't you feel safer if we took out the fire cult completely?
I was down there when I followed Mako, and I felt the evil fire spirit that still haunts me to this day. If we go down there, that's what we're facing.
And honestly, I feel safer with you there because you have seen it before. So, like, if we're gonna take out anyone first, it kind of makes sense we do the fire one. But
I will not trust or agree with this man, but I will follow you all to the death.
okay,
Yeah, as not necessarily in character for myself to say so, I think from just the feeling of this person, of Jolliver, of Old Jolly, um, something like that would pique his interest enough to not only guarantee our safety, but also just, you know what I mean?
Wait, like, are we still talking about the duel, or what's piquing
The
his
duel.
interest?
Like,
I mean,
like,
if we brought up a duel, he 100% would be down. Like, I can tell that immediately. But I don't know.
I think we need
I
to
feel like
align
his
with
higher ups would stop him from doing it.
And I feel like we should double cross him whenever we feel like we want to.
Absolutely.
Like, we
We
can
make
always turn
friends
on him.
until they don't need to be friends anymore.
Yeah, let's get that elf back.
Yeah, I think also we should get those two people who are now free out of there.
Okay, so what are the things? Okay, oh, this is presumptuous. Quick vote. Who wants to join them and go after Fire Cult? Hand.
That's
Okay.
2. All right, that's 3.
All right, that's 3. That's 3. Okay. Mako, you good?
I don't feel comfortable with this. I'm letting you know now.
Okay. Well, that leads to my next question. Before we go back in, what do we want to get out of this?
Just out of here alive. We've seen it in here. We'll gain this elf, and then we can double cross them and kill them when we want after we use their help to kill the other cult.
So we get the elf and the friend. We get out of here alive. We have information on the Fire Cult. They're gonna probably give us any intel they have. Personal side, I get to find out about this. But outside of that, Glarnock, you get some closure. Yeah, get some closure. Take out the Fire Cult. What else do we want to? We'll get the boat. Maybe just as like a side transportation thing.
Okay, your brother.
Maybe we can see if they got like new like weapons and stuff like that. Oh yeah, and my brother, that's a good one. But like maybe some reinforcement like weapons, armor, something like that is I don't know. Maybe if we stay in, we find more about like the underbelly like crime stuff they've been doing like in your hometown, Mako. Maybe find out about that, maybe about the smuggling ring. I just feel like there's a lot.
And there's one less cult after us for right now.
Yes, and maybe we get more information on the air cult and we can just kind of obliterate them. I don't know, maybe because we did also find out that they're all connected underground, right? So
Yeah,
like
if we
if
get
we
into
take
the
out one, we have quick access to the other 3.
I tend to agree with Gawain.
Mako remains silent, but because he's not a confrontational person, he'll just go with what y'all are saying.
In mental link, Gawain is just like, what's up?
Nothing for now. And Mako remains silent.
Gawain gets a little quiet after that. Just
Yeah, I'm uncomfortable.
okay. I mean, so are we good to?
If we're going to do this, go forward. Go ahead.
Let's do it.
Well, I mean, yeah, let's do it, but I don't want to do it if you like have things you're worried about. Like joining cult, very important. Joining.
Yeah, I'm worried about this too, but we're
I have
here.
no interest of doing anything for them other than this.
This is definitely a
The
trap.
decision was made. Why are we still standing outside?
Let's do it.
Gwaine very
Alright.
uncomfortably goes over, grabs his brother, and starts to slowly drag him in.
Drag him back inside.
Glarnock could push him.
Oh yeah, I could.
Oh yeah, Glarnock, you want to push?
I'll carry him.
All right. All right, everybody goes back inside. Glarnock just carries him instead of pushing for once. Boopity boop. Everybody's here. All right, you see Captain Jolliver says, all right, you have a good talk? You ready? You got more questions for me? We got, who the fuck are we doing?
Okay. So
I hate this guy.
The fuck?
it's
You say
okay. It's his time of the month.
What did he say?
Just,
What did he say?
Calm down. Calm down.
All right.
Everything's fine.
It's fine.
I got a
It's
wolf
fine.
hangover.
Everything is fine.
It's
Okay.
fine. It's fine. All right.
God, yes, it's fine. Okay, so we're gonna do it. Okay,
All right.
we get our two friends over here. We take them. You tell me what the fuck's going on with this. You give us any weapons or armor or any magical thing to assist, because this is gonna be a hell of an endeavor, and you know it.
Which is why you're asking us to do it, because you don't want to.
Because you don't want to do it yourself. So we need any assistance you can give us magically, physically, transportation, and any information, intel that you have on this cult. And then Gawain stops and mental links back to Mako. We forgot to talk about whether we should tell him about the bomb. And then out loud goes, "Can we talk about one more thing outside?
Oh, you.
I am so sorry. I understand this is unprofessional.
All right, just make it fast. All right, I
Okay,
don't have all
quick,
day for
got it.
this. Okay.
Also,
Yeah, what else are you doing?
Slurp, stay
Been
with
waiting
him.
for you for 3 days. Is what I've been doing.
Okay, fine, we're hurrying. And then Gawain goes outside and goes, Slurp, stay. And Slurp stays with Percival, pops back outside. Okay, sorry guys, I totally forgot. We didn't even talk about the orb thing. Should we even tell him about that? Or
Don't
should
tell
we keep that in the back pocket to let him know later?
Don't tell him.
Ooh, yeah, maybe it's a bargaining chip to turn them against the Wind Cult later on. maybe?
Exactly. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
Yeah,
Poetry?
I'm not
Yeah.
sure that we know enough about any of this to make any political moves at the point. Plus, I'm not that smart in this direction.
Okay, fair enough. Mako? Huh?
Don't.
Keep it silent for now? Okay, keeping it silent. Cool. Goes back inside. And another thing, I think we all need some sick-ass clothes.
Yes, he looks you up and then he's like, yes, you'll seriously need some sick.
Okay,
ass
none of that. None of that.
I
None
mean,
of that. That's judgmental.
guys,
if you want our help, you
is
won't
it
be
just
judgmental.
me? Is it just me? He looks to everyone else, and they're all like, no. Mm-hmm.
I am 12, okay? It's almost 6 feet tall. It's just, I am 12 years old, okay?
Mm-hmm.
How are they
God.
supposed to believe you're a
Don't-
captain for 11 years now?
Well, I am a captain. I am a captain.
It's never too young to develop a good fashion sense, is all I'm saying. It's all right.
God, fine. Okay, great. Cool. Are we in agreement on all this so far?
All right, you want a boat, you want some equipment, you want information, and you want clothes. Right?
And
Yes. Also, a guarantee that Howling Hatred is gonna leave us the fuck alone until it's done.
we can't control them, but we'll make sure that they
We
know.
want protection then.
All right, yeah. Aye.
Until it's done.
All right, yes. We'll protect. We'll.
on him for that?
Sorry, what?
Can I do an insight check on him for that? Is he telling the truth?
Sure, you made an inside check.
Whether or not he'll actually give us protection? Because I'm willing to say I want to join you and then screw him over. So it's a 24.
24. He seems to be. He doesn't seem to be lying. He's like, sure, because it's also. I think what you realize is it's sort of a difficult thing to be accountable on, because like if they suddenly attack you and the crushing wave doesn't have any people with you, it's like, what are they gonna do, you know? But otherwise, then yeah, they'll protect you when they're around from them.
Also, maybe you send like a blanket statement that we're under your protection for the time being.
Yeah, all right, we can do that.
Great, cool.
That's
Do you have
doable.
alliances with the Earth group?
No, not really.
Okay, so it's safe to assume the fire cult does.
We
Sorry,
don't know.
group.
The Earth cult, they kind of, they're
See, you called them a cult.
they're fucking, they're
Okay.
all culty. They're fucking weirdos over there. They're carving shit into their arms and they're wearing stone masks like a bunch of creeps, a bunch of weird culty shit. I don't, but you know, we're not a cult. We're a group. We're an alliance. You know, it's different.
Tomato. Anyway.
It's different. All right, they're doing their own thing. We don't have an alliance with them, but we do share some space, so we have a sort of a mutually beneficial ignorance of each other. Whereas us and the Eternal Flame are at odds a lot. We have different.
Okay.
We are ideologically opposed. All right.
So, I do have one more question for you.
What?
When the fire cult's done, we have a score to settle with Howling Hatred.
All right. You said they threw you off a building or some shit?
They also killed his uncle,
Oh, all right. Yeah.
and we're going to kill them.
All right. Do what you must. As long as you stay... As long as you don't do anything against us, the Crushing Wave.
If the time comes, would you help?
I can't... that's a decision that's above my pay grade. I can't make those kinds of big moves against other groups, you know?
Can I do insight?
Yeah.
$17.
17.
I'm specifically looking for if him saying that it would be okay to go after them is accurate. I know he said that it's above his pay grade, but like, I want to see if he thinks from his perception, like, would it be an issue?
It seems that he, with a 17, it seems like he's just saying yes because he's not sure. But you're not certain whether he knows one way or the other.
Okay.
So he's just saying yes because, maybe. And it's also like, when we get to that point.
Okay.
It's kind of the vibe you get.
All right. Oh. You trying to say something, Mako? Okay.
Hmm?
I get everything that is on the table and going forth. Might I add one stipulation?
Oh my god, didn't think it would take this long.
Do you want our help or not?
I guess. Alright, what is it?
We do not work for you. We work with you. Our goals are aligning. Just this, as we continue. This.
Well, I don't know about that. Gar Shatterkeel is a rigid leader. You know, he's doesn't take kindly to insubordination in that way.
It wouldn't
We
be
wouldn't
be
insubordination if we don't
Here's
work
the
for him.
here's the thing: if you're not with us, you're against us. Is kind of the general ideology, the general way of it. And so if you're not, it's not. There's not a lot of room for. Oh, what do we have? We'll do it just because we feel like it, and then you got to be.
No,
with us.
we'd be hired mercenaries in a way. What, your crew's never hired mercenaries before?
No, we have faithful recruits. That's what we have. All right.
Part of the ship, part of the crew.
If you're gonna join the crushing wave, you're gonna be the crushing wave. All right. You're gonna see the world flooded. You're gonna see water rise, and the waves crush everything. Because you'll be the wave.
Okay, so hypothetically,
And as he
if
says,
that was a deal
sorry,
breaker,
yeah.
what then?
If you don't want to join us,
That is the only issue here.
you see, he thinks for a minute. And he says, all right, okay. What, if you're not gonna be with us, then we can't help you as much. All right, we give you your brother back. We'll tell you where the Temple of Eternal Flame is, and that's all. You get nothing else from us.
Not even our elf friend.
No. You got to join us, and you get the benefits. Or if you don't, we escort you out of here with your glass brother. You leave. That's all. You stay out of our way, we'll stay out of your way. That's it.
Gawain looks to Mako.
I really want to say it. I really want to say the suggestion I made earlier.
Which is what?
Mako speaks up for the first. Mako speaks up for the first time, like really after the stipulation thing. He goes, "How about a duel?"
I'm sorry, what? Could you repeat that?
Do your ears work?
Oh, my ears work mighty fine. I want to make sure your mouth works.
Here and there.
You said a fucking duel. Is that what you want?
A duel for the elf.
A duel for the elf. Alright. Is that standard duel? One of us versus one of you?
Yes.
Alright. Interesting. You see he this time his muscles start to flex and his eyes go a little eye shot, but this time it's not out of anger, it's like excitement. And he has to hold himself back, and he's like, alright. And what of the other terms? You're not joining us then? It's just for the elf?
Yes, for the elf.
And he looks to the rest of you. Does he speak for all of you?
No.
Alright, well, do you need to take another fucking minute outside? Because I don't...
All of us.
All of you.
Gawain in my head does a mental link with Glarnot. Goes, okay, what kind of read are you getting on this guy physically? Because he's gonna be in the fight.
Yeah, what has your Minotaur eyes seen?
Oh yeah, you
what
have.
are your Minotaur eyes
You
see?
have.
I need to know.
It's been several minutes.
That's true,
You
you
should
have
have gotten
done
a
your,
lot of things out of him.
You have done your
So,
thing.
yeah.
Because I'm assuming if we do one-on-one with him, he's gonna kick our ass. I want confirmation.
I can
need
do
HP then.
8 HP.
Spend at least 1 minute observing or interacting with another creature. You can learn information about its capabilities compared to your own. Strength score, dexterity score, constitution score, armor class, current HP, total class levels, if any, fighter class levels, if any.
So HP.
You learn all of that, right?
I tell you if the creature is your equal, superior, or inferior on 2 of those aspects.
2.
You pick 2, and I tell you if he's better or worse or the same as you.
Okay, so my armor class is 18, so I can find out if it's better than that. And my HP is 53. I can find out if it's better than that.
Is that what you want to do?
Yeah.
Cool. Everyone, yeah? All right.
Yeah.
So as you're sizing this guy up, one thing you notice that when he flexes and his skin and he gets all muscly, you notice his skin actually, because you've just been silent kind of observing him, gathering information. You notice his skin changes color a little bit. It gets a little like stiffer. Sorry, 1 second. Which leads you to believe that he's even though he's not wearing armor, his armor class is probably higher than you would expect for just a guy, because like I said, he's just wearing like some casual, very thin cloth clothes. Give me 1 second here. Let's look at this. Oh no. His armor class, however, is significantly less than yours.
Okay.
And his hit points is more than yours, though. Because even though, his armor class is higher than you would expect from an unarmored person, but his hit points is also way higher than you would expect.
Okay. I relay this to the group. Or Gawain.
I mean, you've been talking for a couple minutes. I'll give you one more if you want.
Okay.
One more thing to know about.
Oh, all right. Can I ask the group? Gawain, would it be helpful to know his? Well, no, it's in relation to me, right?
Yeah, it's in relation to you.
Honestly, his strength in comparison to you might be useful.
All right, strength score.
His dex in comparison would be useful to me because some of my spells are dex saves.
Or what about?
But that's another thing.
What about Constitution?
I also have cons. I think I have like 1 or 2 con save stuff, but like I don't. It all just depends on what you're feeling.
Dex, do Dex, because
All right, dexterity.
Death Bubbles Dex.
Dexterity. His dexterity is less than yours.
Okay.
What's your dexterity?
My dexterity is
15.
15.
Okay, so he's not super fast. Okay.
What feels
Okay,
like,
all right.
feels
In
like
my head
14.
again, I'm like, actually out loud, I go, I understand that you're gonna hate this. I need another minute. All right. Stay excited. Stay pumped.
I won't. I'm gonna take a nap. I'm just fucking go do what you got to do. All right. He just kind of slumps back in his chair. He's been kind of like on the edge of his seat most of the time, but he kind of just leans back, like he's just legs over the arm of the chair. All right, you guys go back outside.
Okay. Are we
Let's-
talking like a 4-on-4?
All of us versus their best warriors. For,
Doing
Okay.
against their worst warriors.
for both.
I'm sure they'd agree to that.
So if we
That's how
did
duels work.
maybe we do a 4-on-4 and we ask them for everything that we previously asked for
Yep.
if we win.
Do we want that other person too?
There's no part of me that thinks we're gonna fucking fight and kill 4 of these dudes, like the main dudes. At
I'm
this
in the same boat. I don't.
like
4 of their strongest. Like I feel like it would.
there's
take
2
4 of us
sorcerers
just-
right there.
And honestly,
Out of
without
character, I
as-
back us. This isn't Marcus
two-
speaking. This is Shank speaking. I back us.
You
I
two.
back us.
You
I
two.
back us.
You two alone could whoop their asses, and we could finish them off. We could do this. We could do this.
here's the thing: what happens if we lose? Like that is the big thing I'm concerned about. Because if we lose, we walk out of here and we still have to go fight.
If we lose, we're
But
gonna
we
have
gain
to be.
We'll die.
If we lose, we're gonna have to be
Well, that's
in
the
their
other thing.
in their
Is it gonna
cult.
be fight to the death? Oh wait, if we lose, we're part of the cult.
I think so.
Oh.
Now,
Why would they want that? They would just kill us. I feel
Well,
like
No, I
If
feel like they would want that because
Game.
then we're officially a part of it.
and if we win,
if we win,
We
We get-
get everything,
we get
but
everything.
we don't join the cult.
exactly, and they tell us everything.
and then we could super trust the dude we just kicked the shit out of.
I mean, he'd be more afraid of us.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's the other thing with pirates, though, is like once you beat him into submission, it's kind of, you're the top dog now.
He's the bottom dog.
Well, he's like second in command, I think.
What if we say if we lose, we'll kill the fire cult for free, but we're not. We're not.
I mean, we
party.
are killing the fire cult for free.
Do we have to declare this, or can we cast some fucking spells and go in there and murk these dudes?
That's what I'm saying.
If we murk these dudes now, we gotta fight everyone else in this keep.
I think that's where we're at. Is we
That's
either
okay.
join this cult or we try to fight everybody. So
I'd say we have the dual witnessed by everybody,
Right
and
now.
literally, and everybody witnesses this is their captain dueling, and this is their captain's words. It's captain's orders. If he loses, he loses. He wasn't a good captain.
I wouldn't do 1-on-1 though.
Well, yeah, it would have to be a 4-on-4 for him to agree, I think. But I mean, okay, Mako, let's say we lose. Are you okay with joining? You seem very adamant about not joining. We would have to if we lost.
Wait, actually, hold on, wait. The whole we lose thing is we don't get the elf. That was the
Yeah.
original terms of
Yeah,
the duel.
yeah.
Who,
I-
regardless,
Well,
we're
that's
not
what I'm
joining.
saying is upping the stakes. If we win, we get everything without joining the cult.
Okay, so now we're upping the ante. So that's the
where I'm at.
conversation.
Okay, I am
we're
a boy
we're
of
just gambling.
extremes.
We're just.
I am a boy of extremes. It's all or nothing for me. I just,
Rep-
I don't know.
fuck it. Out of character. Fuck it.
I mean, just to reiterate, so you guys, you've done this, you've thought about it a couple times. The options that he gave you were: number one, you join the cult, you commit to being a part of the cult. They'll give you supplies and info and clothes and the boat and everything else you want. And you go and take out the Temple of Eternal Flame. That's option one. Number two is you don't join the cult. You opt in as mercenaries, which means they'll just tell you where it is, and what's important, and they'll send you on your way. You keep your brother's body, but they keep Zaldrun. Option C is he said from what he said you can also just leave if you don't want to join the cult and you don't want any help in taking out the eternal flame. You just leave. You stay out of her way, and we'll stay out of your way.
We'll get a lot of cool stuff.
I think that we should murk these fools.
I know this is weird coming from me. I wanted to leave here without fighting.
Same.
I wanted to leave without fighting.
So why don't we get the halfway point? Why don't we try this duel with the four of us? If we win, we get them. We get both of them, everything we want, and we're not part of the cult.
Well, that's the thing. We gotta. That isn't 100% on the table. We'd have to negotiate that part. But like,
if we lose, we have to kill the fire cult for them.
And there isn't both of them to gain. It's just an elf. The other guy is part of the cult.
Oh, he
part
is?
of the cult. Yeah.
Oh, I thought he was a prisoner too. Sorry.
No. It's,
okay.
I think his name's Sarowi, I think.
All right. So then, I think that's the best option. All they're gonna get from us is that we're not part of the cult and that we're gonna fight the Eternal Flame and kill them for them. If we lose, and they get to keep that guy, and we get to leave with your brother.
I was part of a monastery for a long time, and it turns out you can just leave a group. So we could
we're not
join the
required
cult
to
and
stay.
stop being part of the cult.
But they were saying that their boss, that's kind of not a thing for their boss, because he's
Well-
like authoritarian and like, you know, like.
Yeah, no, we're gonna have
or-
to fight them eventually.
But yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna have to fight him pretty soon anyway. Like, it just makes sense. Like, use it while we can, and then just stab him in the head later.
I feel like we're on a loop.
Glarnock wants.
We are on a loop, and I'm
Glarnock wants to duel.
okay. You want to fight? We get that, Mr. Mutilator.
So it's 2-2. Slurp breaks the tie. What do we think?
Roll for it.
all right,
Slurp breaks the
Mako.
tie.
What's your big? What's the biggest hang up with joining this cult?
Glarnock doesn't want to join the cult either.
It was
Okay,
What was it? What was it? That in the letter, was it the Kraken Society?
Yeah, that was one of the
hold on.
that was one of the organized crime groups.
I got you. Don't worry. Sorry, somebody was asking me to like when it beeps, you flip over my food. I was like, okay, I got you. I don't know the connection of if they have any connection to this grouping or anything else, and I don't know. One big thing about Mako is trust is something that's very hard to come by with Mako. And like what people do and what people say are very important to him, and going back on like and very very simply betraying trust like that is like yeah, they're like what's it called, because he does have a I don't know, noble upbringing despite like not necessarily enjoying it. There's something he values. He values people at their words and at their actions, and those mean a lot to him. And he doesn't like lying. He doesn't like being hypocritical. He doesn't like moving and doing such like that. Like something like this is something Boneless would do, and he's happy Boneless can do it. It is not something in his character, and he's literally 15, and these things are just not. He knows they don't feel right to him, so he doesn't like acting that way. If that makes sense. And I think that has to do a lot with his father, but that's a whole nother side story conversation.
Okay.
Who votes for just taking Percival and getting out of here? Who votes
Not
for?
leaving Esme's friend to die.
Well, that's the other thing. I don't want Esme's friend to stay here. I want to do anything I can, but also Mako is a polar opposite. Our upbringings were very, very different. I will do what I need to do to keep my friends and family safe. Lie to whoever I need to, kill whoever I need to, I don't care. In this moment, for me, what keeps you all safe is making this agreement.
Second that.
What about the duel?
I
That
never
doesn't
wanted
keep us
anything to do
safe.
with it before.
We've done a lot of really dangerous things, and this is the cushiest, safest route at this present moment for me.
You don't
It
think we'll
feel-
win?
I literally made a deal with an insane thing to keep you all alive.
It feels like an impulsive thing to get in a fight right now.
Well, then we have to.
I have another question for him, actually.
Then we have to agree to join this cult.
Yeah, then we'll just stop being part of it when we want to.
Gawain walks in and looks to him and goes, okay, all right. What if I agree to join the cult? And as their captain, they follow me, whether they're on my crew now or not. They can choose to leave on their own. But I, personally, will be a part of the water cult. Will that fit the agreement and get us everything we need to get this done and not have a fight?
No, you all need to be part of the crushing wave for this to work.
Yes, they're part of my crew, and as long as
They don't seem like they're
make
part
the
of your
oath,
crew. You don't seem like you're a captain.
I turn
This- I'm
around.
not
Are you
someone-
all part of my crew?
Yeah. Ahoy, Captain.
I need persuasion checks or deception checks from everyone
Ahoy, Captain.
if you're gonna try
Deception
to lie.
or persuasion?
It's you
Which
get to
one?
choose which one you're doing. If you think you're
Oh,
a
it's
part
all
of
the same.
Gawain's crew,
Are we
No
doing
way.
a group one, or is one of us making this happen?
no, everybody's doing it.
I got a 21. I'm on the crew, baby.
Hell yeah. Can I get advantage with Slurp and have Slurp do a...
Oh my
I
god.
don't think so. Not for this.
A nat
Glarnock got a
20.
20?
Gawain, you don't have to do one. It's everyone else.
I
has to-
also
Oh,
had
it's
a
everyone
nat
else?
20.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Yeah, we are a
incredible.
crew.
2 nat 20s.
Ahoy, Captain. Glarnock says as he
Oh my
roars.
God. And Mako?
We are his crew to the end.
Are you?
Mako's not gonna make the check, and Mako's only gonna say, "I thought by now you'd fully trust and believe in me."
Who do you say that to?
To Gawain, in his head,
Okay.
via the connection.
And I respond, I watched your uncle die. I refuse to watch you die.
So you're not gonna say anything, Mako.
No,
He's looking at you. Captain Jolliver, everyone else chimed in wholeheartedly as soon as Gawain asked, and you're staying silent, so his eyes are on you right now. Does your Captain Gawain here speak for you?
He's
And is he your captain?
a friend.
A friend's not a captain, is it?
I would think not.
Exactly. It's got to be all in. But it doesn't work.
The drama this session, ooh.
Mm-hmm.
Also, I gotta
So-
flip the thing. Hold on.
Mm-hmm.
So then, okay. We walk away, get nothing. We walk away, take Percival's body, and you give us the information about the fire cult. That's option number 2. Option number 3, we join fully, get everything. Option 4, we duel.
Oh, you still want to do that?
No, that I'm just posing all of the possible options in front of me right now because apparently my crew's not listening anymore. So,
Yes, it seems like you only got 2 members of a crew on a 4-person ship.
The other ones are pooping.
Oh yeah, a lot of my
the other
crew.
ones are pooping. They
is
agree.
Pooping a lot. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, have you ever had a subordinate out of line on your crew?
No.
I'm-
I mean briefly, but then I kill him. Yeah.
I'm trying not to kill my. I'm trying to turn over a new leaf, as you are right now. Why not? I know you want to fight. I see you want to fight us, but you're choosing not to because your commander said no.
Give me a persuasion check.
Damn.
Ooh, that's. Oh boy. Oh man.
It's a
He's
new
just-
one.
He's just fully
Good
fucking
grief.
irrelevant. Alright? Got a shatter killer runs a different ship. He actually has crew rather than just friends that are that you call crew or whatever.
Okay. All right.
I'll fight if you want to fight. It's true. But it's gonna be a fair one, and it's gonna be with stakes. I'll tell you that much.
What would your stakes be?
Well, if we're doing 1-on-1, I'll give
I
you.
was thinking more 4-on-4.
Oh, we're doing 4-on-4.
Hypothetically.
Hypothetically, let me think. I mean, I'd have to.
Because I was thinking 4-on-4, we win, we get everything, except we don't join the crew. But if we lose, we join.
I mean, if you're gonna do 4-on-4, I'm gonna have to call up Gar. Gar Shatterkeel's gonna have to come up here and fight you. You want that? He's gonna.
That changes things. That changes things a lot.
And it's not
That
gonna. I'll take
Gawain
any. I'll
to
take any of
Mako
you 1-on-1.
in
but
Mako's
if you're
head.
gonna do 4-on-4, we're gonna bring in the big guns, and it's gonna be for all the marbles.
Did you hear that, Mako? If we do more than 1-on-1, he's calling his boss to come fight us too.
Mako, step forward.
Yes, I don't know what that means.
You're asking for 1-on-1, yes?
No, we're talking if you want to do 1-on-1 for just the elf, the druid here, I'll do that. That's easy. Just for him, that's fine. If you want to do 4-on-4, it'll be for all of you joining the crushing wave, and I have to call up the boss to probably fight you for it, or at least okay it.
As someone who's not a part of the captain's crew here, I'll be fine doing this 1-on-1.
Gawain is straight up glaring. Fucking glaring at Mako right now.
All right, what do you? I mean, I'm asking everyone. So you just you turn this down. You're leaving. You just want.
We're all in agreement, except for my friend here.
And I'm not one to stop somebody from doing something that they want to do.
Ditto.
All right, so you don't want to be our mercenaries either? You just want the elf?
I think the decision's been made for us.
Oh, my fault. This was a miscommunication on my end. My fault. Their agreement would be separate from Mako soloing to duel for the elf. If that makes sense. That is what Mako tried to convey.
I don't think old Grimmy wants that.
No, it doesn't work like that. I need you to be on board. If you're part of this team, you got to be willing to join us.
So Mako, either we all join, and we walk out of here safely, or you duel, and things get weird.
Would things get weird if Mako duels?
You could die for one.
I mean, what he was asking is kind of depends on like the default. So it's like if you're just dueling for the elf, what's the rest of the terms? Because he laid out 3 options. One is you leave, you just take your brother, you get no information, you get nothing else. The other one is you take your brother and you get some information and other things, and you agree to be like their hirelings, their mercenaries. Third one is you fully join, you get a bunch of other shit, you get Zaldrin as well.
My fault. I thought we were still doing the whole mercenary. My whole thing was we do the mercenary thing, so we agreed to that.
Mm-hmm.
That sideline thing. But to get the elf, Mako on the side duels.
All right.
If that makes sense. That is
the join is still on the table in my mind. So like there's the 3 different routes. We join, get everything.
Yeah.
Walk away, get nothing. Or you duel and we get the person and walk away.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, we spent so much time fighting a basilisk for a potion. Just saying, it's worth joining a cult for all this extra.
And we don't really have to join.
We get a lot of good stuff.
We can kill them all later.
I feel like we should join all the cults.
You got to be careful what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm outside.
Yeah, I'm out.
You're shouting from outside.
Oh, I'm
We're
the
gonna
only
kill
one
them
in
all later. You guys are just keep popping your heads in. So, like, what if we do this? Okay, 1 second.
I feel like this
that
dude
route better.
killed us already.
Hold up, this beeping again. Let me do this real quick.
I think we should join the cult. This guy is so patient.
Let's do it.
No, seriously.
And we get the guy, and we get the person, the wood elf.
The person we're trying to convince is currently checking a beeping sound.
It depends. All right, you know what we'll do? Let's take a break right here.
Okay.
Thank you.
Let's take a 10.
I'm losing my mind.
That's D&D, baby.
D&D.
All right, we'll be back in 10 minutes, okay? That's
Okay.
3 minutes after the hour. Everybody stick around. We're going live. Here we are.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
gonna cry.
Just one more thing.
But one more thing.
One more
One more
thing.
question. Well, what if we do this?
We
What
haven't
if we
explored this
duel
possibility.
and we walk your dog for a month? Like, what if?
Or
What if we
just
give you
walk the dog?
Exxon? Oh.
All right.
Yeah,
What are you guys
let's hop
thinking?
back to it.
Gawain has already made up his mind that he just wants to join, gain all the stuff, and get the fuck out of here. So I think Gawain is literally like in the room, standing next to Poetry, who's so far been saying the same thing and is just looking at Mako.
Well, I think you guys left to discuss again, so you have to choose.
Oh,
you
Gawain walks back in the room. Gawain has decided what he wants to do.
We follow.
But
I follow.
it has been vocally
Same.
said that we all have to come to the same conclusion.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, what if part of the duel is we get the guy and Mako doesn't have to join? That can
We
just be
tried
part
that.
of the terminology.
Do you want to ask him that?
Yeah.
He says, no, you all have to, it's either all or nothing. It doesn't work like that. All right? I feel like I've told you this several times. I'll do you one-on-one for just the elf. We can all duel, in 4 versus our best 4, including Gar. And then if you lose, you join. And if you win, you leave and you get the guy and whatever you want. All right? I've given you so many options that I'm really running out of it here.
Oh, okay, all right. Gawain in Mako's head as like his last ditch. Mako, I love how true to your morals you are. So I will pose one more thing that may sway you a little bit. You said a part of it was that they were affiliated with a group that was causing trouble in your hometown.
We don't know that. We don't know.
Well, we might. What I'm saying is, are undercover spies truly lying if the initial goal is to get into a group, find out as much as they can, so that they can bring them down from the inside? Making this agreement now is not breaking your morals if the goal is to bring them down at the end of the day. Think of it, you are going undercover. We are going undercover because we've been alone for so long doing this. Doesn't it make sense to get a little bit of help in the process?
I'm just a boy.
I am 12, my dude.
We shouldn't be having to do this.
But we're here, and we are. Your uncle died to get us to where we are.
He didn't die for me
To take down the cults?
to give my soul to one.
You're not giving your soul. Again, undercover. We are infiltrating under the guise.
You've been a good friend. And I love you, buddy.
Love you too, man. I'm just trying to keep everybody safe, and if this is the moral loophole you need, I'm
If
gonna
this
tell
ends,
you.
this ends. It is what it is. Whatever happens, happens.
Well, what
I love
do
you, buddy. I love you, buddy.
I love you too.
Dwayne. I love you, buddy. Mako turns to the guy and says, when do we get started?
Does that mean you're joining?
Oh, my fault.
Yeah, yep, we're joining.
Like
Mako-
hand
Dwayne
on
says that
hand
out
on
loud.
hand on
Yep,
rapier.
we're joining.
Could you stop barking back there? Hand on rapier, like to draw. Turn sings. Like,
Gawain touches Mako and casts Dimension Door and gets us out of there.
You want to? Okay.
I completely teleport us out, and right before I do, I mentally say to Poetry, "Get it done," and I teleport out
Okay, where are you teleporting to?
outside of the keep.
Okay, you guys are fucking. You going back. You. Okay. Oh. One thing I have to figure. So Mako, when you say when do we get started, what do you mean by that? What are you trying to convey?
a duel. The duel.
The duel. Which duel? What kind of duel?
1-on-1.
1-on-1. Okay, got it. Yeah, let me roll something real quick. Okay.
Hold up, wait. Is
Yeah.
it Dimension Door a willing creature? No?
Is it? That's a good question.
Oh no.
God damn it!
Oh no.
Can I make an Arcana check?
I think this would have to be an athletics check. Or a save. I think he would have to roll against your save. What's your spell save DC?
It's 13.
All right, so that would be a 13 charisma save from Mako to resist, I think.
Alrighty. 21.
Shit. Yeah, you try to cast it. Mako doesn't
Mako
go.
legit sees it. He flips his cape so you miss him.
Well, I think he gets a hand on you, and then you just resist the magic.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Gawain,
Did I
do
still
you
cast the spell?
if you want to? Do
If we
still
don't
wanna
go
teleport?
anywhere... No, I think the moment he resists it, I stop the spell.
Okay, fair enough. I won't make you burn it then. Because
Okay.
we'll revise and say that you reach out to grab him to teleport away, and he yanks away from you before you can get a hand on him. So you don't actually burn the spell slot. And he says, what are we doing? What?
He does not speak for all of us.
What the fuck are we doing then? I don't Listen, I don't...
This is the initial deal that I am trying to work around, because he's having a moral conundrum with joining you all. All we want to do is get it done, get your help, get this cult dealt with. He wants to fight you for some fucking reason. I don't know why.
I don't...
Can we make a loophole? Oh, we lost him.
Uh-oh. No!
No!
Mako, no!
Shakes, no!
So Poetry just kills Mako, and then we move on.
Wait. Was that deliberate? Was that deliberate?
I hope
I
not.
don't think so.
Oh,
That
no.
was deliberate.
I don't think so.
I wouldn't think so. No.
It was such
No, I have
such
feels,
a
but
clutch
I'm not
moment.
actually mad.
I know.
Okay.
General.
Said-
What
said-
did-
No,
What did you
internet
say?
crashed. No!
Oh,
Internet
God.
crashed.
All right. Well,
At the worst.
This is the worst time. Get on your your network. Get on your 5G.
Mako goes
Mako.
to take a poop.
Goes to take a
Mako
poop.
goes to take a poop.
Oh, God.
No.
He's like, God is like, I don't know what to do anymore. This is
I don't
driving me
either.
insane.
I don't. This is
Uh,
insane.
All right, fuck this. And
Normally, we're all in agreement on everything. I don't understand what's happening.
he puts his fingers in his mouth and he whistles. I don't know. I didn't want to do this. This wasn't necessary. This was a backup plan, okay? But I need to put some fucking pressure on you to figure this shit out. So he whistles, and suddenly, on the balcony, pouring out of these several rooms here, boop, are several 8 soldiers with crossbows.
So now it's a join or die. Great, gosh, love that.
All these people come out of here. These guys with their weird shaped shields and their barbed swords all come out. They're all lining up on the balcony over here. And appearing behind you, the doors open. And boop, 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 boop. All these guys show up. and are now standing right behind you. 3 bugbears and 2 more dudes with spiky swords. It's like,
Wow.
I'm fucking... You gotta make a decision.
And I'm
You're
telling
in or
you,
you're out. You get the fuck out of here or you join us right now.
I'm telling you we're in. I don't know what he's doing.
He's pooping, clearly.
He's
somebody's
in the
pooping.
middle of the room and I don't know what to do about it. I told you I'm 12.
Alright.
Why have I been the one negotiating?
I don't know. You're the captain, you said.
I am the captain.
Oh, Jesus.
I turned to both of you two and I'm just like,
Alright. Here they comes. You finished pooping?
Did you finish pooping?
You done pooping?
Oh.
Mako. Uh-oh.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I don't know. Internet literally crashed. What you said, like right after the whole thing, and I was like, no. I was just saying, like, no. I think my internet's finally back on right now. I'm on my oh my god.
That's okay.
Buddy,
Well,
I need you to know
um,
things got much worse.
Why?
What happened was he said, I didn't want to do this, but I need to put pressure on you guys. He whistled, and on the balcony appeared about 8 to 10 soldiers with crossbows and bows and arrows and shields and swords. And then from behind you appeared 3 bugbears and 2 more other soldiers with barbed swords and these metallic, weirdly shaped shields. So essentially, there were just a bunch of his crew waiting for the signal in case you guys started fighting. So he's saying, right now, I need, like, you guys, you're in or you're out. I'm fucking done with this.
Okay. We're in. Gawain looks at Mako. Screw the duel. In or out, bud?
Larnock is gonna take Percival and slowly start walking around Mako, around the corner of the table.
You're gonna walk in this direction, like toward him?
No, just like the next space next to Mako.
You mean you want to be over here,
Yeah, with Percival right there.
and you want Percival to be right here,
Yeah.
sort of behind you.
Careful. He's fragile. Careful.
I'm just
Stuff
trying
on
to.
the floor.
Like next to him.
All right.
Like,
I feel like I've made this clear. You're all in or you're all out. That's how it's going to be. I'm done making. I'm done. I love a duel, but you're driving me crazy. All right.
Gawain is staring at Mako. Just morals be damned, dude.
No.
All right, then get the fuck out of here. Okay. Take your brother. Zaldrin staying with us.
Guess we're leaving.
Yep, Gawain, just again glaring at Mako, turns, walks out.
May I simply wish him a decent farewell before you take him, and do what you may.
You want to say goodbye to Zaldrin?
A blessing. My uncle with him.
If you stay over there, sure.
It doesn't necessarily work like that. It's more so a gifting thing.
It's a what? It's a gift?
A gifting thing,
I mean,
such as blessing.
you can't touch him. All right? If you want to give him
That's fair.
something, put it on the ground, slide it over. All right?
Let me see. One moment. My fault. Where is it? It might not be on this character sheet. I'll have to find it later.
What is it?
This is. I have, like, I might have. Did I sell it? No, I don't think I sold it. It's just
What was it?
like, just like a ring. It was like one of the rings we found, and it was just as like a token that will be back for you.
Okay, yeah, you
That's
can,
like a promise
yeah,
thing.
you can find a little ring. That's fine.
I
A little signet ring, like
that
something
smoke.
with your family sigil or something else.
yeah, like something like that. Yeah. That's yeah.
All right, yeah, you can give that to him. So you want to just put it on the bench there?
Yeah. And it will have not would it have Azra's house, or would it be Mako's family's house? Would you say their signet ring has?
I think you guys all come from the same clan, so it'd probably be the same
Okay.
family.
Okay,
You guys have
okay.
different last names, but you're from the same like clan.
Yeah, oh, that makes sense. That makes sense. That makes yeah. So yeah, Mako put that there and say, we'll just put that down and put that there. Yeah.
All right. Great, we'll give it to him. Now, either if you get one more chance to change your mind, or you can get the fuck out of here.
I want to make the deal. I do.
Same.
Me too.
Listen, are you with them, or are you not? He's talking to you, Mako. He says, if you're not with them, this isn't an issue.
Then I am not. Mako takes a similar signet ring, puts it on the glass casket Mako would put his ring on the table, and he would put Azur's ring on Percival's glass coffin, and Mako would leave.
Okay. You give me either a persuasion or a deception check.
Persuasion,
Can I give help?
14.
How? Because I don't think you knew that Mako was going to say this.
I think Gawain is mad enough that he thinks this is real and tells him, yeah, no, go. Obviously, you don't care if we die.
All right. You can have advantage then, Mako.
It's a 19 for 23.
23, he says. You see Captain Grimjaw leans back in his chair as you walk out, Mako. Oh, here you are. You walk out, you walk past these three humongous snarling bugbears and these two other soldiers with their weird shields and swords. Holger escorts you out. Captain Grimjaw says, all right. It's not how I thought it was going to go, but this seems to work out. All right.
So we have a
You
deal.
want to shake my hand, Captain? And we have a deal.
I dimension door right in front of him, hand forward.
Suddenly he flexes super hard, and you see him finally undergo the full transformation that he's been putting off. His snout elongates, all his hair grows out wiry and quickly. His face turns into that of a wild boar.
It's a good thing we're not fighting, huh?
Yeah! All right! And he just grabs your hand. He grabs it like, like Predator style. Grabs you on the arm, and you shake. and you feel your scaly part of your arm begins to tingle. And then he leans across and he says to you, "So about that, scale mark. Have you heard of Jormungandr, the Great Serpent?" And that's where we're going to end our session. Woo! Oh, the drama.
The drama!
Drama, everyone. Goodness gracious. All right. Thank you for rejoining, Mako. I'm sorry about your internet. That was just important. We had to get through that. It was a big decision.
Yeah, no. It's just funny that the session turned out this way because it was. I think my internet's still.
And it's still funky?
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We lost him again.
Maybe.
No, Shanks, come back.
Anyway, thank you guys for playing.
Thank you.
Glad it didn't get down to fighting. That could have been real bad. It would have been...
right around the time you threw 12 to 15 extra people.
I mean, I was waiting with them because I thought, I thought you guys might just start swinging, and they invited you here. They were ready for you. I wasn't gonna bring them out unless you guys started swinging, but you didn't, and I had to bring them out for another reason.
Because we got stuck.
Because you got stuck.
We got stuck.
And it happens, and I'm glad you guys didn't have to fight them all because there's a lot of them. And you found out that this guy is in fact a wereboar. Very exciting.
He might have more information for poetry on how to handle that shit. Okay.
Mm-hmm. And I'm excited to see where this goes.
I'm very intrigued now.
We'll see what happens. I'll talk to you later, Mako, about where you're going. But for now, thank you guys so much for playing. Thanks to everybody that watched. Let's just go around and introduce our lovely players. We've got Shanks as Mako at HBShanks16 on TikTok. We've got Matt as Glarnock. Just kidding. There's no Matt. There's only Glarnock. And we've got Kirby as Poetry at Putterman5000. And we've got Alex as Gawain. Where can they find you, Alex?
Well, you gotta have an argument with your best friend. And then really stop and think about it. And go to a mirror. And then say their name 3 times. They don't appear. I do. And we chat about it at length.
Mm-hmm. You spill the tea, for sure.
You spill the tea.
And that's how you summon Alex. Terrific. Thank you guys so much. Once again, I'm Ace the GM. I'm your friendly neighborhood game master, and I do this professionally. So if you ever want to play D&D, reach out to me, and I'll run D&D for you. Anyway, thanks, everybody.